Oh, it has a like already. I don't know if... Oh, I should turn myself up here. I might sound a little far away. Let me turn on the game music. I might sound a little far away for this stream. Just because the mic is further away than usual, because it'll be in the way otherwise. But give me a second and we'll start this in just a second. So this is my first ever drawing stream. I kind of want to start drawing a little more. I've never really been much of an artist. I don't really draw. Really, my sisters are. My sisters are very good, but I'm not. But lately I was like, you know what? I want to start creating. I follow a bunch of artists online and on Twitter and stuff, and I've seen a bunch of them that I'm like, oh, I want to start creating stuff as well. I've always liked creating things, whether it's videos or whatever. I like creating stuff. And so I decided I'm going to start trying to draw. And so a few days ago, out of nowhere, I thought to myself, what if I made Thoruichi, but, you know, she's got that chapter called God of Thunder. So I was like, what if I decided to make Thoruichi, just real quick, but, we can do this. What if I decided to make Thoruichi, but I decided to make her as Thor? Basically, like reimagine Thoruichi as Thor. So that's what I did. So far I have the outline all set up, but I'm not. Hold on a second. Let me try to capture this. So far I have the outline set up, but I haven't really drawn anything else, and I'll get to how I got to where I am, because while it may look good, I would not have been able to draw this without other references. Give me a second. I'm trying to capture the game so I can have the game going. Draw me like one of your French girls. Hi Kami. Hi Divas. Hi Marty. Hi Quinn. Hi Esteban. Hi Zero. Jack King. How's it going? Capture any specific. Let's do Bleach. I thought it'd be fun to be able. There we go. To be able to do some co-op while I do this. And if it works out well, then great, because I'm going to try to auto it as much as I can. I may not be able to auto it, but we'll see. But if I can, you know, if I can, I can. If I can't, then I'll have to I'll have to put some other song and then remove some of the stuff in the title. What are the enemies here? Let me see what I'm dealing with. Droplet zones is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. Because I might be able to auto the easy one of this one, and then just do it that way. Soul Reaper Killer. That's not what I want to see. Hollow and Soul Reaper. We'll see how it goes. I really don't want to do that though. Good background noise while you're farming Kenpachi. Look at the title, co-op stream. Does it say it? Doesn't say co-op stream, does it? I'm pretty sure I removed that. Izugi, nice. After the... Did I summon the free one already? I already summoned the free one. I don't remember what I got, but apparently I already summoned. Tech only. Do I have anything tech set up? Let's do this. Maybe I can farm some tech potions, if only the little one, while we grind. Let's set up Kenny. Let me actually see what this is. Bob Ross is great drawing. Thank you. Let's see here. Okay, Hollow Naranka. This I can do. So let me set up Kenny real quick, and then we can. I can auto some stuff while I draw. Let's set him up with a high attack. I'm fairly certain I have a last stage survival. Golden Chappie. If I don't, then I'll just put a regular Chappie and something else to increase. I'll probably put Pupples, just to increase survivability, and that doesn't look like I have it. So I'll put the golden Pupples in there, since I'll be autoing it. And we'll be doing the easy one. It's getting +5 anyway, so... What's my favorite Bankai? That's a good question. I really like Rukia's Bankai. I'd say ability-wise, it's probably gonna be Kisuke's. It's just too good. I don't think he's 10-10-10, is he? No, he's not 10-10-10. I should 10-10-10 him. I'm a fool not to. But I haven't yet, so... And since he's not 10-10-10, this doesn't really matter. So let's see, I'll put you in there and I'll put you in there. Yeah, that's good. Alright. And then hopefully we can fill... Ooh, it's still... I'm gonna rely heavily on you guys for this, because I can't really focus on it. But we'll see how this goes. You should be able to see... You guys should be able to see that, the game and the drawing. So when am I going to start commissioning? When I'm good? I'm going to draw Thoruichi in Thor armor. Do it! That's what I decided to do. As you can see here, now that we're actually going to start the actual drawing part of this, assuming people join in the co-op. If they don't, like I said, I'll just back out of the co-op and then just have something else playing in the background. But I'm also... Actually, while I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and take off my camera because there's no reason for me to be there. But yeah, let me go ahead and get to my thought process here. My thought process. So this is what I have so far, and in order for you guys to be able to see this better, let me do this real quick. Bloop. There we go. Ah, you can't see the thing. Let me do this. That's a little bit better, but you can't really see the... Okay, that's probably how I had it originally. But you can probably see it now. I took a bunch of different... I copied a bunch of different stuff to get here. Like a lot. Like a lot. And I'm going to get to what all I did. I took the... Let me see here. I traced the... And I traced most of this. I did have to adjust some stuff. But you can see here, I traced manga Thoruichi, her face and her hair. I did switch up some of her hair, you can see here. Bloop. For the most part, it's the same, but I adjusted it and I erased some of it and I shortened some other parts of it. So I did that from that one. I traced, a few days ago, I traced Juvia. I don't know if you remember, I put it up online. And it ended up... I traced Juvia and I ended up making Soul Reaper Juvia. So what I did here was I traced most of her body and I adjusted some of the body because some of the proportions from Kubo and Hiro Mashira, I think is his name, who draws the fairy tale stuff, is different, so I adjusted for that. I took this Cacao Society Thoruichi's little arm, shoulder thing. So I took that from that character. And I tried to get the rest of it myself. I did have a little bit of help actually with this one. With Jane Foster's Thor. You could tell there I traced the hammer from Thor, and I also traced the belt. I haven't added to the belt because I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I figured right now I could just pretty much just kind of, you know, color it in and see and work my way out from there. Lucas, I'm doing well. How are you? Hey, Nichigo, how's it going? But yeah, that's what I've got so far, and the file is incredibly big. Like, I made it... I made it 24 inches by 36 inches, which means I can basically... let me adjust the volume here. Let me actually get out of the co-op on the thing, and I'll just have it on as the background sound. Because, so that way I can actually see most of it. There we go. And then I can read chat too. It's a little easier to read. There we go. And so yeah, that's what I did. My goal for this stream is just to kind of color it. and see how it goes from there. I'm going to be taking the color from the rest of the actual Thoruichis, and then I will probably want to add all the details. I don't plan on finishing this tonight because it's a lot of layers and I wanted to get it really good. The file is actually really, really big. It's like 24 by 36 inches, and there's 300 pixels per inch. I think it's what it is. I think it's what I ended up doing. I think it's 300 square pixels per inch or something like that. I don't know. It's a lot. The point is, I can zoom in a lot. I can zoom in a lot. That's just the tail. Can I zoom in even further? I can't. Oh my gosh. Yeah, basically, it's a really really big file. And eventually, if it comes out good, which it's looking promising, then I do eventually want to print it out and just kind of hang it or something. I don't know. I'm really liking it so far. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start this. The plan is to just color it today, and then if I have enough time, the stream will go for about 2.5 hours, hopefully. And then if I have time, I'll keep going with the details and stuff. But we'll see. We'll see. Meet Popsicle. I really like the name. You've been watching the channel for so long, but you just watch older streams. I just thought about it. It's interesting that I also do that. I watch a lot of other people's streams later. Like I watch past streams. I'm usually never there. I'm usually never there like while they're streaming. Okay, let's go ahead and start this, shall we? I am gonna have to do a lot of adjustments on layers and stuff, but we'll see how that goes. We're gonna start with drawing the lightning on her body, just cause. I wish there was an easier way to read the chat here. Let's see here. Whoops. Okay. Do I have... Okay, here we go. I'm still getting kind of used to this tablet, so bear with me here if I'm adjusting some stuff. It's only because I'm not really used to doing this yet, but we'll be fine. It'll be fine. Now I'm gonna draw the lightning white because it's actually gonna look kind of. It's actually gonna look. Whoa, this is kind of laggy. It's actually gonna look pretty nice once it's all said and done. This isn't the first time I draw Thoruichi. I drew her in another picture that I actually saved on here, but I'm not sure I'd be able to. It's one of the layers because I took some of the drawings from, or some of the. I basically took the mouth from that and the design for the lightning on the arms and stuff from that picture. So I have it saved on here, but I'm not sure that I'd be able to show it on stream. It's not like anything bad. It's just it's a bit too revealing. So let's not do that. Your plans of streams to convince Martin to... That's probably not gonna happen, Jap King. I don't think I'd be able to do that. I'm also not a good artist. Like I said, like I showed you guys earlier when I first started this, it's not really a... like the design itself is kind of just traced from other pictures. I didn't really do all this myself. I took the face from the one in game. I took the hammer from Jane Foster. I took the Cacao Society idea, and I took that picture from Juvia. And then I have had to erase and adjust some stuff. That part is me, but like everything else is not. I'll have to go in here and erase some of this stuff later. And I'll get faster at this coloring as the time goes on, because eventually I'll just kind of just go for it. I'm kind of taking it slow because I really want this to come out good. Let's see here. I've got to come up with a better way to read chat though, because it's hard. Looks way better than Thoruichi from Jump Force. They have the animation. Is she out yet? I didn't think she was out yet. It's kind of laggy on this. I have several things going at once, so I think that might contribute to the lag. Let me do this. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me exit the game, because that might be slowing things down. And let me put on some Glitch City. some of Glitch City's soundtrack and then just go from there. Because that might make this not glitchy. It's not that bad. Like, it's not bad enough to where I can't do anything, but it's kind of annoying. There we go. Do that. Do that. Let me know if anything is too loud, and I'll turn it down. Okay, where's the pen? Here it is. Martin, when can you look on Discord DM? Whoops. What the? I will take a look at. I can look at my phone. Let me get my phone real quick. Let me see what's on the phone. Do. Oh, sweet! That Holly Bell. That looks really, really cool. I was wondering where you got your Holly Bell art. Because I noticed you have a lot of Holly Bell art like on your thumbnails and stuff. And I was like, where does he get all this? It's really good. I wish I could draw like that's the thing. I see all this art from all these people and I'm like, I want to be able to do that. I don't want to just like ask somebody to do it. And I've always been that way. I don't like asking other people to make stuff that I'm gonna show and stuff. And there has been exceptions, you know, like should that be? Hold on a second. It is okay. There have been exceptions for certain things that I've had other people like the stuff that Malice made, the stickers and stuff that Malice made. I asked him if he could do that. I think he made the first one and then it came out really good and I'm like, can you make more? And also, can I use them? And he said yes, and I had him do that. And he's very talented as well, but I can't do... I wish I could do the stuff that he does and that a bunch of other people do without tracing it. Because it only looks this good because I traced it. And I feel really bad because I traced it because it's not original. But in a way it is, because while I did trace it, I adjusted everything. Like, it's not... I think I even adjusted the actual face. The face, I traced it off of Manga Yoroichi, but I think I curved it up a little because I think it's not as curved up in the actual one. The mouth isn't the same. The hair, the front of the hair is the same, but I added some stuff and erased some stuff, so it looks a little different. It's more easier to paint and draw in Adobe Illustrator. I have access to Illustrator. I have access to all the Adobe stuff, but I don't know how to use most of the Adobe stuff. I really should learn, and I can't imagine it'd be that hard because I already know the shortcuts with Premiere and with Photoshop, and I actually used to use Illustrator. If I'm not mistaken, I used to use Illustrator back in college, and I remember thinking that the shortcuts were very similar. Like, if you know one Adobe product, you can pick up the other one really well because it's made by the same company. I really should be doing this in an easier way, but oh well. This is just like a rough little color outline, so we'll fix that later. Like I said, I'm sorry if I missed some of the chat. I'm caught up in this. And I gotta figure out an easier way. I wish I could overlay the chat on the Photoshop. It'd be really, really cool. You should watch Mikey Mega. He's a really good artist. Yeah, send me, if you guys don't mind DMing me the names of some of the artists that I should watch, because it would really help out. I don't know. Isaiah, hello. Just doing some arts. I was gonna be doing some BBS as well, but I can't really... It's hard enough to focus on chat and the art. That's part of it too, so I'll just do this. So I decided not to. What was that? Let me make this brush a little smaller. That way I won't have to clean up so much afterwards. That's pretty much how my drawings went, is I had to clean them up. And I wish I could show you the other Yoroichi that I drew, because I want to show you the original picture, that it wasn't by me. I traced the original picture and then I reshaded it. And I think it looks better. Like, the original one does have some stuff that's better, but I think the reshade that I did looks a little bit better. but I can't show it here. I can and I can't. I can, but I probably shouldn't. Let's just put it that way. I can, but I probably shouldn't. Hey, Grimjow. Are you going to do top 10 lieutenants again? I am. I'm going to do top 10 lieutenants. I think the next one, though, and I'm probably going to work on it either tomorrow or this week for sure, is I'm going to do the top 10 Quincy. So it seems we can send Martin stuff on Discord. Interesting. You can. I try to be more active on there. I've been better at it lately, I feel. Now, I haven't been drawing the lightning on Thoruichi. I haven't drawn it at a certain color. And there's a reason I'm doing that. Because I was kind of trying to figure out what color I want them. And I tried to figure that out. When was it? When I did my other one, I tried to figure it out. And I was like, you know what? I'll make it white. And then I can just change it whenever I want. Because I can just lock this layer. Bloop. And then I can just change the color. Let's say red. And then I can just do this. But with a much bigger brush. And then just make it whatever color I want. But the reason I'm doing white, and I'm probably going to leave it white, is because... Whoops. That's not what I want. There we go. Is because you can do this. In Photoshop, you can just add effects. And I can add the blue. This will look much better when it's erased. If you add blue, you can actually see on the legs here. See how it's... Oops. See how the blue glow is coming and going? Once it's done, I can change up that blue glow and it'll actually look like lightning. It'll look like it's blue when it's not. It'll be white, but it'll kind of look blue because it's kind of blue around it. So, what am I using for the art? I'm using Photoshop. I've used Photoshop for like thumbnails and stuff, so that's just what I'm doing. It's just what I'm comfortable with. I know other people use other stuff, and I know that there are better. So I think Illustrator is better for just like what I'm doing, like posters and stuff, because with Illustrator, I'm gonna explain this. Not in a way, when I explain this, I want you guys to know that I don't have a clue what I'm saying. I'm just repeating the words that I heard years ago. And it's basically, somebody explained it like this, that Photoshop uses pixels, which is, you can see it, pixel. Photoshop uses pixels, which you'll be able to see, maybe, not. You can kind of see the pixels there. Yeah, Photoshop uses pixels, whereas Illustrator uses, what's the word they used? It starts with a V, I think. Vectors? I think is what it was. And because of that, you can change the size in Illustrator and it won't lose like resolution, whereas Photoshop it will. So I think it's better for that, but you heard Jamber got Ishin. I haven't watched everyone's summons yet, but I am envious of her if she did. I really, really want that Ishin. I still think I'm not done summoning. I still want to summon. Because I got Ryuken and Misaki, and I summoned on JP, but I didn't pull anything, so I'm probably not gonna upload that. But I really want to keep summoning. Plus, you also get Thoruichi copies and Kisuke copies, and I only need one more to 5 out of 5 of that Kisuke. I can technically do it now, but I don't want to waste that special move source. Especially, I don't want to waste it yet. If I summon again and I pull him, I won't waste it, obviously, because I have 5 out of 5. If I don't end up pulling him, I will use it. He's the one I'll end up using. But I kind of want to save it for Halibel, because I probably won't be summoning on that banner when that comes out again. Because I already have Halibel, I have Baragan, I don't have Tokinata, so I might consider doing it again. But even if I use it on Halibel, I'd only have her at 3 out of 5, so it's not like it's super worth it. We'll see. We'll see. A lot of people are kind of upset that Misaki is like, people are comparing her to Tokinata, and a lot of people are upset that people are comparing her. And I get why, because they used a lot of resources and stuff on Tokinata, and Tokinata does have the Soul Reaper killer and everything, but I feel like it's mostly just they don't want Tokinata to lose that crown. You want Masaki and Ishin? Have you got anybody? Who's my favorite Hollow? Oh, Lisa, probably Lisa. I really like Lisa. I like her. I like her design. I use Illustrator for your novel arts. Oh, see, if I ever start making like novels or start making any sort of story, that's the thing with me. Like, something I make will only come out really good if I'm really, really wanting to make it. Like this right here, I had the idea and then I had the urge to make it. Anything I draw after this, unless I have that same urge, will not come out as good. Unless I have like a ton of practice. Because I am, like I said, I'm not a good artist. The only reason this is looking decent is because I had I don't know. It's weird. I can tell when something's gonna be good before I make it. And it depends on how much I want to make it. If I don't care about it, then it's not gonna come out that great. But I really want this to be good. I only wish I could sell this. I can't because it's not, my intellectual property, or however you say that word. Where are her wrists? Here are her wrists. Let's go ahead and actually. This should be white either way. Actually, let's go ahead and put all the lightning in one layer, all the color lightning in that one layer. They're mad because she's hard. Isn't that weird? Are they mad because she's hard and we already have another ranged heart? That's not right. Hold on a second. History, mystery. Let's go back. There we go. Are they? Oh, that's because I'm in the wrong layer. Where's the tail? I have to put this behind the tail. Oh, this is gonna be so annoying. I might have to color the tail differently. Yeah, I'm gonna have to color it. I can put the wrist on here, but the tail lightning I'll have to do differently because the tail is behind everything else. Maybe? Hold on. If I'm really careful, I can put it behind this. But I'd rather just do it on a separate layer and then just color it differently. I'll put the wrist on it too. Because, the wrist is above it. I wish they would have done a 4-person one too. Because then they could have put, they could have been 8 Thousand Year Blood War characters in one banner. And it just makes sense to put white in there. I can't imagine they won't do white. I think they will. It'd be interesting if they do, because that would mean that we get the first ever pure holo. Like, it wouldn't be anything else but holo. We don't have a character that's like that yet. But I can't imagine what else they would put him with. I can't imagine what that would be. Maybe another Ichigo, but this is like their perfect opportunity to do that. Maybe a past Toshiro and Rangiku, since we saw them in past form as well. This is going to be a pain in the neck to erase later. I'm going to go back and erase the colors and stuff. The reason I'm doing the lightning first too is the lightning is actually going to be the easiest thing to color, because I can just erase the stuff that I'm going over the lines for, and it's fine. And I don't have to shade it because it's lightning, and as we all know, lightning doesn't have a shadow. It's literally light. Everything else I'm going to have to shade, and it's going to be a pain to figure out exactly how I want to leave it. Because I could draw it in the shading style of BBS, or I can get a little more detailed in it. And if I do that, then it might come out looking better or worse. I could do both. I'll probably end up doing both. I end up doing shading in various different layers. It's going to be a mess of a file when I'm done with it. It's going to be insane. Past Toshiro did nothing? Yeah, but they've also done like other characters who did nothing. Like, we have Full Hollow White as a character. He didn't do anything. They can do Cloak, Aizen, Tozen, and White. That's true. Was Gi not with them? They can do that. We don't have a past Tozen, and I feel like they can totally do that. Did they ever finish doing the past characters? I don't think they did. Like the revamp of the past characters. Because they started redoing them. I'm surprised we don't have a past Aizen yet, who's just a lieutenant. Every now and then this thing gets delayed in what I'm seeing, and it's gonna bug me later. Oh, I remember this song. This song's good. I'm actually fearing having to... There's a few things I'm afraid of. in this. Let me finish this and I'll show you guys. In this project of mine, there's a number of things, and I'll talk about some ideas I have too. Oops. Okay. I'm afraid it's gonna suck, but I'm not looking forward. I'm gonna do it. I'm not looking forward to coloring Mjolnir because it's metal. And I don't know how to properly shade that to you can see that it's metal. That's gonna be very hard to do. I'm also not looking forward to whatever's gonna be on her chest plate, and making the chest plate, because like that's the one thing in this that I didn't actually trace. Well, that and the little skirt thing, or whatever you call it, are two things I did not trace from anything. I just did it because the best I thought I could. So I'm not looking for that. Mimi Hagi could be a character. And yeah, that's what I'm fearing the most. Is anything metallic, because I don't know how I'm gonna show off that it's metallic. I'm not looking forward to that. I want to put something like on her, like a symbol on her skirt, just because I feel like it'd be like I don't know, kind of it would look pretty cool. And I thought about doing that tattoo that Thoruichi has on her body, on the swimsuit one, that is only in the swimsuit one for some reason. I don't know where else it would be. But I couldn't get a good image from it because it doesn't exist outside of that picture. And I guess I can recreate it because I did copy and paste it. Let's see if I can find it. Is it on here? Yeah, it's that. I took a little screenshot from the game, and it's that. And I think I can create it based off of that, but I'm not I'm not good at looking at stuff and then doing it, so it would be really hard to do. Wild West is gonna be Mjolnir, because Mjolnir is more recognizable, I feel, these days. Plus, I wouldn't have a clue how to draw Stormbreaker. What characters that need proper 5-star? Oh, there's a few characters. Cone. Buff Cone needs a proper 5-star. Omni, thank you. I've worked really hard on it so far. Hopefully it comes out as good as I think it will in my head. But yeah, so I thought about doing that. And I still might do that, but then I also thought, why not do the Shihoin family, oops, what did I... Where is this? There it is, okay. I thought about doing the Shihoin family crest, which is that, and I think I might just do that instead, because that looks really cool and it looks like it could be Nordic, and I'll just paste that onto the thing and call it a day. It's already done, so I can just kind of tilt it at an angle or do something with it, or even just redraw it myself, just to make it actually not stand out as something that doesn't. I'll figure that out. That'll probably be one of the last things I do, since it's not really going to need to be shaded, since it's just black. I'll probably end up just tracing it and then drawing it that way, if I'm being honest. But for now, we continue the trace of Thoruichi, or the coloring of Thoruichi. Where am I at here? Okay. Now the part I really don't like. Photoshop's beginning to lag. I think it's too... It can't... It's the first time I connect a second screen to this computer. I don't know that it can handle streaming it and Photoshop at this big a size and everything else I'm doing, but let's hope so. Let's hope so. The next time, like I said, I'm not going to finish this drawing. What brush do I have on? Let's put this one. I don't think I'm going to finish this drawing this stream. I'm pretty sure I won't. Seems like a good size. I'm pretty sure I won't finish this drawing this stream. I'll probably work on it some more outside of the stream. Just because I also have... Whoops. There we go. I also have this... I can connect this tablet to my laptop as well. And I've been working on drawings there. So I might just continue it there and then come back to it. This is going to be a hour kind of thing. There's no way I can finish it in one sit down. Maybe eventually I'll get good enough to do that. But there's no way I'll be good enough to do it right now. Can you imagine? I think the thing that pushed me over the edge to finally just start drawing was a post from Boss Logic, which if you don't know who that is, he's like a really talented artist. He's done a bunch of stuff for like Marvel and stuff, like officially. He's like independent. He works on his own thing, and then I think Marvel has bought some of his stuff and used it. Like there was a case for the second Spider-Man movie, Far From Home, that they used that I think he drew. To make this a smaller brush. And he posted something that was like, that was his first use of Photoshop. Like, this was my first use of Photoshop X many years ago. And he posted it on Twitter. And then I realized, wow, when I first started Photoshop, I haven't had the practice he has, but when I first started, I created stuff that was very similar to that. And I was like, well, if he got that good in the amount of time that he said he did, and I'm already as good as he was when he first started, then how hard can this be? So that's what I'm hoping for. We'll see where that ends up leading me. Who knows? I don't want this to be my last of the drawing stream. I really like doing this. The only thing that's kind of difficult is that I can't read the chat as easily. Can you request music? As long as it's stuff that I can play on YouTube. Then I don't mind. Usually if it's game soundtracks, I probably can. I just don't want to get banned by YouTube. Be like, no! Oh, this is gonna take me forever. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. No! No! Welcome, Gecko. Have you seen this drawing yet? Pshoo! I think it's gonna be really cool. I'm trying to draw it like foggy and then storm clouds in the back. But fun fact, I can't draw clouds, which is like the easiest thing in the world to draw. And I can't do it. So, whoops, still waiting on the speed potion. I think whatever the speed potion character is gonna be, is going to be the Christmas one. Draw Orihime? I have drawn Orihime. I didn't post it anywhere, but I did draw Orihime. Chap King already tried, yeah. No. Listen. I want to draw cool stuff that I want to draw anything that if I would ever see it, like in real life, whether printed in a poster or anything, I'd be like, oh, I'd hang that on my wall. That's the kind of thing I want to make. Things that I would hang on my wall. And I wouldn't really want to hang, any hentai on my wall. It's not really that's not really the environment I'm trying to create here. Where are we at with songs? Oh, I was about to hit a button. I wasn't supposed to. Let me see here. Pause that. It says something went wrong, so I can't. Let's do this. Yeah, that URL Gecko isn't leading me to anywhere. No music during the stream? Wait, what? It's 2 a.m. Yeah, Paul, take care, man. Have a good night. If it's 2 a.m., go to sleep. You think listen. Listen. Yes. I'll say it. I don't care. Yeah, that URL was broken for me, Gecko. I couldn't click anything. It didn't let me. Was it like one of the, what's that game? The Xenoverse Chronicles? The one that you had me play the other time? Oh, Jay. Yeah, I noticed that afterwards. I reread it and realized it wasn't joking. My bad. It flew over my head. Cobra, I've seen some drawings that aren't particularly that, but they're definitely racy. Like some people on Twitter draw. And I would imagine they could probably make a living off of that stuff if they just sell it to people. But isn't it illegal to sell stuff if you don't have the intellectual rights? Like, for example, I wouldn't be able to sell this as a poster because it is clearly Thoruichi. Thor isn't a problem because while I am using like the art is similar to Marvel's Thor, one, I can change the hammer. I can just make minor adjustments. But two, and most importantly, Thor is free IP. It's Norse mythology, so I can do whatever with that. As long as I probably have to change the hammer a little, but I can do whatever with that, which is nice. I should have taken more care. I should have not gone crazy with the drawing here. I should have been a little bit more accurate. I'll do that for the rest of the stuff. Like I said, the lightning is kind of just easy because it doesn't have to be shaded. Everything else is going to have to be shaded, so it actually has to be a bit more precise. Whoops. Try this. Loki Kisuke. Ooh, Loki Kisuke. Oh, that would be cool. That would be really cool. It's 3 a.m. I hope you don't have to do anything, man. I don't want to keep you up if you're doing stuff. It's a joke. You can play small songs. Fat Rat and let me see. Let's see here. Oh, that Ultra Ball looks cool. No, that Gecko, for some reason though they're not working. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. Let's try this. There we go. And you said this is stuff that I can play without getting in trouble, right? Because that's what I'm going for here. I think the problem is that when I was pasting when I was clicking the URL, it was becoming I feel like I've heard this song a few too many times. I was pasting the URL and it was like studio.youtube.something. Yeah, I think that's why it did. You have Cobra on your side. Listen. I can't get myself to do it. I'm sorry, I can't. I simply can't. What the heck? Oh, weird. I just can't. I need to walk that there. I'm still getting adjusted to what all the shortcuts on this tablet do. I spent Thanksgiving weekend just drawing some stuff and practicing. And I was honestly gonna wait to do this until I was a little bit better and I knew what I was doing a little bit more. But it's one of those things that if I have it in my head, I'm like, I just want to do it as soon as possible. Even if doing it later, it would come out better. I just kind of. I think it's because I want to tell everyone the idea, and if I tell the idea, somebody else might want me to do it. I don't want that. So I decided to do it myself, even if it's not going to come out as great as I would hope. But I think it's going to be fine. I think it'll be fine. That's too loud a song. Hold on a second. There we go. Do. And like, I will finish, or I will quote unquote finish this, and then eventually, like over the course of the next several days, just go back to it and add to it or subtract to it or like adjust it. Because like somebody, my art teacher that's the other weird thing. Like, I'm not a good artist, but I have taken a ridiculous amount of art classes in college. Not at college, in college and high school. I've just taken so many art classes. So like, I should be a better artist than I am. But because all I can do right now is just imitations. But it's just what it is. Hold on, there's gotta be... Oh my gosh, I am an idiot. Maybe, hold on. I think I can... Hold on a second. I have an idea. I have an idea. Okay. This is gonna be... If this works, I'm gonna just flip out. It's not gonna work. Dang it, it's not gonna work. It might work in short bursts. No, it's not gonna work. Never mind. Never mind. I thought I could just select it all, deselect everything around it, and then just delete it, and then have it all be better. Jap King, go ahead. You start that petition. I'm not gonna do it, but I'm very curious to see what it would turn into if you start that petition. Please do. Pixel, I do. I speak Spanish. I am a Spanish speaker. You're a better artist than me, and I'm average anime slash... No, listen. Trust me, I'm not. I really am not. I've traced most of this. It's a lie. I traced most of this. This is a false advertisement of my abilities as an artist. It doesn't help that that Photoshop is lagging. Because I could be erasing something I don't want to erase or overextending myself. Let me see if I can make the brush a little bigger and survive. It usually takes a little bit more adjusting when the brush gets a little bigger. Whoops. If this comes out how I think it will, like in my head, I'm gonna be so happy. I'm gonna be so happy and proud of myself for the first time in a long time. That makes me sound depressed. I've been proud of myself. I don't know. There's just I don't really feel proud of anything. Like, I guess that's a wrong way to say it. I'm not prideful. There we go. I'm not prideful. I just kind of, I'm happy with certain stuff or whatever. Doesn't matter. Like the certain things I do, I'm like, oh, this turned out good or whatever. But certain things, I certain times, I am proud of certain things I've done. And I want this to be one of them. No Vegeta. I wish it didn't have to be so precise, but it does. It does, because otherwise I'm going to suffer for it later. There we go. Making OnlyFans. Has anyone made one of those that isn't like that? Was that started as a? Was that started as what it is specifically? What the heck? Hold on, I need to undo something. There we go. Was that started as what it is, or did it become what it was because of the way it worked? If that makes sense. Like, did it start as a way for people to post their nudes and stuff, or did it become that over time? Is there a way to set up autosave? I don't want this to... It's a big file. I don't want it to crash or anything and then I lose... Or the power go out and I lose everything. That would suck. It does... Photoshop has a way of saving stuff if something like that happens, but I don't want it to. There's a petition to make the Death Star officially got passed. Who did it? You speak Spanish. This means you can speak in your native language. You can, yeah. You can speak in your native language if you want. Oops. I might not reply in Spanish. I tend not to. I tend not to do it. It's really weird, and it's not really that I don't want to do it. I don't mind speaking Spanish. I've done it all my life. It's just when growing up in high school, you know, I did high school in East Texas, right? And East Texas has a fair amount of Hispanic people. The town I grew up in has a fair amount of Hispanic people. A lot of Spanish speakers there. But the school I was in had a handful. It was very clearly the minority, and we had a Spanish class, and I had a lot of people in my Spanish class that were that either knew Spanish very well, or they were Mexican, but like their parents spoke it to them at home, but they never spoke it, so they could understand it, but they couldn't really speak it. But it was those people, like the native speakers and the people who didn't speak it, but their parents spoke it and they understood it, that would always act cocky, and they would act like above everyone else in that class. And I told myself, I was like, I do not want to be one of those people. I do not want to be one of those people. So I have to erase some of the hand. So I refused to speak Spanish unless I actually had to for class. And that's just how I handled things. And even after that, that's just how I do it. Unless I'm spoken to in Spanish or whatever, I just don't want to do it because I don't want to come off show-offy. And I hated the people who did at school because it just, I don't know. They were very arrogant, and I hate arrogance. I don't like it. And a lot of the times they would actually embarrass themselves because they would come in all arrogant and stuff, and they wouldn't do well because either they'd say something wrong because they myself included, we really learned slang with Spanish. Like we don't. The Spanish they teach you at school isn't proper Spanish. I mean, it is proper Spanish, sorry. And the ones that you hear people say in the streets is not proper Spanish. And that's the one that, you know, that we use. And so I would hear them and they would kind of embarrass themselves because they wouldn't know certain things that they should because they didn't know proper Spanish. But that's another reason I decided I'm not going to be one of those arrogant people who is like, aha, I know it, because I know there's a lot of stuff I don't know. And I don't want to come across as a fool if I do act all arrogant or whatever, and then I run into one of those things that I don't know. Jay, I don't know how to read that. You think with Google being what it is and Google Translate existing, that they would auto-translate some stuff. I wonder if there must be a plugin where that happens. I know there's plugins for Twitter where it automatically translates it. That's pretty cool. Bloop, bloop. It's basically Patreon, but it's nudes. Well, I know what it is. It's just I don't know if that's how it started. If it started advertised as that, or if it became that over time. Yoruichi-san's Mjolnir becomes female version of Thor. I mean, that's the plan. That's what I drew. Let's see if I can effectively get it to be what I want it to be. We'll see. We'll see. You're learning Japanese? Oh, I envy you. I would very much like to learn it. And it's weird because the reason I want to learn Japanese is because I'm lazy. I just want to be able to watch anime without reading. Is that too much to ask? You tried to learn Italian, Russian, and French, but your family only learned English fluently. I tried to learn Italian there for a while. I feel like Italian I can probably pick up better than well, maybe not better than French. I feel like I could pick up Italian, well, yeah, better than French and Japanese for sure. Because a lot of the sounds sound similar to stuff in Spanish, so it would be a little easier on that regard. Like I'd kind of, if I'm stuck on something, I can kind of remember stuff via Spanish. I'd love to learn Japanese, but I'm no good. I need to start though if I really want to try, just because while my brain can still learn stuff. Move to Japan, people are way nicer. You get the otaku life. I would love to live in Japan for like a year. One of my coworkers lived in Japan for 5 years, which is like amazing to me. I'm envious. I wanna do that. That'd be really cool. But I don't know that I'd be able to with the job that I have right now, which is a shame because with the job that I have right now, I could probably afford it. But they probably don't want me living in another country. I can do everything remotely, but they probably don't want me living in another country because of what I do. They're probably like, no. Can't have you there. Come back. That's how my coworker lived there. I wonder what time in his life he did. And if he was in a similar position I am, then maybe I have a chance. You can, that. Jay, I have no idea how to even say that. This is not your favorite channel? Hey! Thank you! That's very nice of you. Oh man, Pokemon does music very, very well. Very, very well. Do I remember all the attacks of the Espada? Are you talking about attacks, or am I talking about like to release their Zanpakuto? I remember some. Noitora's is Praise Santa Teresa. Grimjow's is Grind Pantera. I like that they're all like... Bleach did something really, really cool in that depending on what arc you were on and what enemies they were fighting, the languages changed. Like, all the Espada stuff was Spanish. All the Fullbringer stuff was English, which is why some of the moves kind of sounded like... Like, the idea that Jackie's ability is called Dirty Boots, it probably has a better name. It probably sounds better in like if you're in Japan and you don't speak English. That probably sounds better, because speaking English, then you're just like, that's ridiculous. But... Let's see, the Quincy's are all, what is it? It's German, right? Quincy's were all German language. And then, of course, the Soul Reapers and everything like that was all Japanese because, well, obviously. Oh, no, why? I done goofed. Hold on a second. I think I messed up. Not that much of a mess up. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You're pressing notifications. Hey, thanks, Jay. You drop Samurai? Ah, man. My goal is to get to the point where I can draw without having to trace stuff. Because I traced everything I did. Remember playing Black and White 2? I did. I remember playing... I played them back to back. And it was like it was like... I think I played Pearl. I played Pearl just to get back into Pokemon for like multiple times. And it wasn't my first time playing Pearl, but it was after that I played Black and White, and it was... And I really, really liked that they added a new 150. I wish I could have enjoyed it more than I did. It was fun, but I think because of the age that I was kind of between playing like that and like Halo and stuff like that. I think I'd enjoy it a lot more if I played it again. I did enjoy Gen 6 though. Oh my gosh, Gen 6 was fun. You traced Debunk? I did though, I did. I traced, and if you weren't here for earlier, I'll show it again. Here's what I have so far. I got the face from Thoruichi. I traced off of... Here we go. The face I traced off of this one. Except the mouth. The mouth I traced off another drawing that I'm not going to show. That just so happens to be this one right here, but I'm not going to show it. The body I traced from Juvia, from Fairy Tail, but then I adjusted some stuff. I adjusted some stuff because the proportions are a little off because the artists are different. The hammer and the belt I took off of Jane Foster, Thor. The arm, what's it called? The shoulder guard or whatever you want to call it. I traced off of this Thoruichi, as well as the cape. She's got a little cape right there. And I'm going to take the colors from that Thoruichi as well, because they also they work with the... I should have traced the boots from it as well. There's nothing I can do about the boots. Boots were a nightmare, because I'm not even done with those yet. But yeah. The tail is a very simple line. I just did a line. That's all I did. Oh my gosh. Did you start? Did you do it? Did you sign the... Did you make the petition after all? NSFW? It's not that it's not safe for work. It's that I'm kind of ashamed of it. Because it came out really, really good. But it's straight up a trace of somebody else's art. Somebody else did it. I traced it and then reshaded it. And in my opinion, it looks better. But because it's entirely somebody else's, I don't really want to show it. Because I feel like if I said I did this, while I technically did trace it and reshade it, it's not my drawing. So I don't really... It's not... I can't take credit for the drawing, but I can take credit for the shading, but I don't feel like I should. Just because it's not my original drawing. But this one is, because I've changed enough of it to what it straight up is. Like, the proportions of the body and everything are completely different. The actual body, the way it looks, is completely different. I just kind of started off of that. Show us the original. I'll show you the original. I think I can. Let me see if I can, actually. Let me look up messages. I probably can't. I'll put it on Discord. I'll pop it up around Discord after the stream. Yeah, I could probably show it on Discord, but I don't really want to show it on here. Just in case, because I think it's enough. It's not like it doesn't show anything, but it's enough that YouTube might be like, no. So I don't want to take the risk. Can I send the Thoruichi lewd thing to you? What Thoruichi lewd thing? I don't have a clue what you're talking about, friend. I could do what now? Oh. Uh-oh. Ah, crap. Hold on a second. Uh-oh. Hold on. I gotta save this. Okay. It started to get a little glitchy and I thought I was about to have to close the page. Kevin, it's not like a lewd thing, it's just showing more. Since it's Lightning Cat Thoruichi, it's showing more skin than YouTube probably wants me to show. That's all. Thanks, Vic. I traced most of it. It's really weird because, like, while I did trace most of it, it is an original drawing. Like, I shifted it enough from the stuff that I traced. Like, the 1000 Year Blood War Thoruichi that I used, the face is different, the hair is different. I started off with it, and then I made changes after I had it done. Same with the body. Like, the body started out the same, and then I made changes because the proportions looked weird because it was different artists. I am excited to see how it looks, though. How it ends up looking. I wish I could show you the thing I reshaded. I wish I could show you the thing I reshaded. But just to give you an idea what this will look like in the end. Because that's kind of what I'm going for, is the idea that in the end, you know? But I can't show you. You're kind of into, like, drawing? I only just recently got into it. I could see why people do it, though. Like, it's the activity that I've done lately that I looked at the clock and it was like 2 a.m. before I knew it. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna have the opposite effect. I thought time was just gonna move really, really slow. No, time moves incredibly fast. I've already been streaming for an hour and it doesn't feel like I've done anything. even though I have. Welcome to Erasing, the channel where we erase. I should make this bigger just to get more of it out of the way. No. There we go. I think this is what I was afraid of. There we go. It erases some of the stuff inside, and I can't. Whoops! I can't really have that. It's no good. Jap King, send me that petition. DM me that petition. I want to track it. I want to track its progression. Ahmad, yes, because that's what Lightning Cat Yoruichi has. I guess I said your name wrong. I'm sorry. It's Ahmad, right? Yoruichi. Oh, dude, Yoruichi, no doubt. Yoruichi's best Bleach girl. No, without no contest. Sorry, everyone who likes everyone else. No contest. Send the reshade to you. I will post it on I'll post it on Discord. I'll post the original and then the reshade. I might delete the reshade though. I'll probably post them and delete them both, just so you guys can see it. Because, like, it's weird, because I'm kind of proud of the reshade, but at the same time, like, I'm not. Like, I'm not proud of it because it's not an original drawing. I traced the outline of it. It's very weird. It's very picky. That's one of the main reasons I don't have a lot of stuff, like, when selling, is because if I'm going to sell something, I want to make it. And like, well, that's the reason I've had the same logo forever. It's because I haven't really paid somebody to make a logo or anything, because I don't want to use something that I paid or asked somebody else to do. With, you know, a few exceptions. Like, I really like Malice's art that he made, and I do not want to not use that. Difficult. Yeah, that's good enough. Can you put the Discord? Yeah, I'll link the Discord. Let me open it real quick. This may sound dirty, but can I draw her with a cape? My friend, I have got you covered. It's not a full cape, but it is a cape. It's like a half cape. It's the cape she had in the Cacao Society. Let me post the Discord. Where's the invite? Invite. Edit link. Select. Never expire. Do you have to change that every time? Copy. Here's the link to the. Here's the link to the Discord. How hard was it to get Ginizuru? He's in premium summon, so I've pulled him multiple times off of BBS tickets. Or like 5-star tickets. I've pulled them that I can think of 4 times from BBS tickets as he came out. Can I draw Legendary Samurai Sokugawa? I mean, I don't know who that is. And secondly, I can only draw something if I'm tracing it. I'm not a good artist. I'm not, like I said, this right here is nothing but cheap imitation with some minor adjustments. How about Miku? If I can draw Miku, like if I can trace her and then reshade her, yes. I'll do that. But until I can get a better handle at drawing proportions and like drawing hands and feet, because I cannot do that, then I probably shouldn't be trying my own stuff. I can only draw anime face like Ichigo Naruto no Hime. See, I can't even draw that. I have to trace that as well. I can't. I just can't. But in a weird way, I play Waigo. What deck do I play? Oh, Gradle Kaiju. Gradle Kaiju for the win. Are you kidding me? Makes people so mad. It's so fun. It's okay. Don't touch your waifu. The thing about I have no problem with tracing something and then adjusting it. Like here, this is an amalgamation and adjustment of like 5 pictures, and that's fine. That's like making a chimera character. You're just taking a bunch of pictures and changing them up, and I'm fine with that. I don't have a problem doing that. I don't feel bad about doing that. I feel bad when I trace something because it just feels like I'm just stealing somebody else's thing. I don't like that. Yay, 1 arm done. All right. All right. Next arm. This one should be easier because I think I was more careful here. I just kind of went willy-nilly on the other one. Plus, these are a lot... Oh, I wonder if I could do... Nah, that's not going to be a good idea. Yeah, this will be easier. There we go. And I think I got the brush size at a decent size that I can kind of control which way everything goes. Ah, screwed that up. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. I do want to eventually get to the point where if I'm streaming something, I can take a request and then just do a quick sketch and do it that way. I think that would be really, really fun. And that's eventually where I want to get to. I want to get to the point where I can do that. But I'm a long way away. No! You were supposed to be an eraser. Can you guys hear me click the buttons? Like, is that loud? Because that's closer to the mic than I am. Than my face. What's my live stream schedule? I don't really have one. I tried making a schedule once before, but it doesn't really work out. I think, this is gonna sound weird, I think it's a lot easier to keep up with the schedule if I'm living alone. But because I have my roommate here, Charles, sometimes he's like, hey, you want to go do this? And I hate driving. And I live in a big city. I hate driving. I hate it. And so I kind of, if he's like, hey, you want to go grab food? Then I'm like, yes, I need to take advantage of this now because otherwise I'm going to get a chance to later. Or I'll have to drive myself, which I don't like to do. Not that I can't. And I have done it, and I do it all the time. Well, not all the time. I do it like once a week. But I don't like it. And so it kind of revolves around, and I'm in a very busy part of the city that I live. Like, I live in like a very, very, very busy part of it, where traffic is constantly going. If I lived somewhere up north, then it'd be different. And sometimes, you know, it's time to watch anime or whatever, or he's like, hey, let's do this. And so that's why I don't really have a set schedule, but I'd like to have one. That'd be great. It'd be a lot easier, I think, to get certain stuff done. To get certain, what's the word I'm looking for? Certain projects done, I should say. Be more consistent with like not only live streams but also like top 10s and rewinds and stuff like that. I still have to do the rewind for Toshiro, which is going to be hilarious because it's like, hey, it's December, time to do a Halloween rewind. Am I gonna stream Yu-Gi-Oh again? I think so, but I don't know. I don't know which part, because it's hard to stream any Yu-Gi-Oh game against like other people, because they change up. Konami's like, oh, this is good now, but in about 3 months it won't be, and you spend all that time and money. I'm not gonna spend money on it, but you spend all that time trying to get these cards. Well, they're useless now. They're if this is a new deck, this is the new hotness, and I don't really want to go through that again. So that's kind of hard to do. But I do like summoning cards and stuff like that. I enjoy that a lot. And I like dueling. The game is actually fun. The game is really fun. But, you know. You live in city, but I heard the public transportation is non-existent. Actually, that's not the case here. In Austin, where I live, a bus shows up at a bus stop, and we have a lot of bus stops here, every 15 minutes. You cannot get on the road in Austin without seeing a bunch of buses. Plus, not only that, they also have the scooters everywhere. And so you can, if you wanted to, you could just actually ride one of those. But I don't want to. I've ridden them before. Like when I first moved here, I did that. I did it once. And it was fun. But if I'm going to be outside, it's because I'm exercising. I'm either jogging or walking. And the scooter kind of takes the exercise out of being outside for me. Like, riding them is fun, but I don't know. It feels, as weird as it sounds, it feels counterproductive. If I'm using the scooter, it feels counterproductive. Blazed, hey, what's up? I'm best boy? Yeah. Where's the background sound from? Oh, the background is it's a playlist from Glitch City, who makes a bunch of remixed Pokemon music, and it's really, really good. She's really talented. That's one talent. Like, drawing is probably attainable for me. Like, I could, with enough practice, I could probably get there. Music, forget it. I wasn't born with a single musical bone in my body. I cannot do that. And I don't even listen to music on a regular basis. So, like, I have no care for music, I should say. Like, I'll listen to it if I'm running, and that's it. So, like, I have no problem with not having a musical bone in my body, but I would, you know, I do think it'd be nice to learn to play the piano. I think I could play. It'd be nice to have learned that growing up. I think it's too late for me now. I mean, I could probably pick it up, but I don't think I have an ear for music. I don't think I do. Like I said, drawing, I could probably pick up. Even languages, I might be able to do since I've already got 2. But this music, I can't. I did like going to my college had like a piano that anyone can go in and play, and you'd get a lot of people. It's weird. It's the one time I can remember that I didn't mind people showing off. You'd get a lot of people showing off the fact that they can play a piano. Because it's college and people want to show off to girls, and because it was mostly guys who would do it. And I would always sit near the piano, and it's the one time I didn't mind people showing off, because it was usually really good, and I enjoy listening to the piano. That and another instrument I would think would be really, really cool to learn would be the violin. I did a daily summon and got another fake out. With Makoto, nice. Wanted to ask, what killer? Makoto, I think, has a Soul Reaper killer, if I'm not mistaken. You challenge me to a duel? Ah, dude, my great old kaijus. Too strong. I also really like using the Black Wings. Black Wings are a lot of fun. The first summon I did was daily. I got Fierce Battle Aizen. Nice! Fierce Battle Aizen. Good old special, completely other Aizen. Hey Google, heater on. I've done 4 steps from daily and got nothing. Oof. Sorry, man. Hey, Dad, how's it going? How's life? Get it? Because your name is Death. Is the song too loud? Let me know if the music is too loud. I'll turn it down. Oh, like when you live in New York City, you have a bus and trains and rent bikes in the city, and you just very awful. Yeah, I don't like using public transportation. I just don't like the idea of somebody, like, especially now, but even before the pandemic, I don't like the idea that if somebody's sick, I can just get the germs of whoever sat here last and I don't know who it is. I don't like that. I don't like thinking about it. There's a lot of sharp erasing. Hold on. Yeah, and so I've kind of stayed away from public transportation, especially in a city like Austin that has a ridiculous amount of homeless people. I kind of want to stay away from anything like that. I've seen a homeless guy. I was walking one time, and we were walking on like this bridge. It was like the entire walking area was like 4 feet, so you couldn't do anything. Like you couldn't. If somebody tried to stab you there, they're gonna stab you. There was no wiggle room. It was just like 4 feet. And this guy was just like walking around, and he dropped the bag, and it was full of needles. And I was like, what? Oh, because he did it when it came out. Have I done it 4 times then? I think I remember doing that when it first came out, but I could be wrong. There's only 10 steps though, so even if you missed a few days, you can still do it. You should watch Your Lie in April then. It's pianos and violin. No, I will never ever watch that show. I started trying to watch that show, and then I got to the point where I watched like the first episode, and I was like, should I finish? Should I continue this? I didn't know, and then I don't remember what possessed me to look up the ending, to just like skip to the last episode, and I was like, I am so glad I did not watch this. I am so glad I did not watch this. No, not for me. Not for me. And then on top of all that, around that time, my sister got sick with cancer. And then it made me, I told her, I'm like, whatever you do, because when she got sick with cancer, she's better now, thank God. But whenever she got sick, she started watching anime. She started with Naruto, because she stayed at my sister's house and they were watching Naruto. And she like got super into it. It's like her favorite. And she came back after like 6 weeks, and she's like, I watched Naruto, I watched this and this and the other. And she was like, she's like, yeah, if you got any really good ones, let me know. And we had already seen some, like we'd seen Fairy Tail, and I ended up watching Bleach with her as well during the whole binging thing. But I told her, I was like, do not watch Your Lie in April. It's like, watch anything, all the animes, whatever. You find one that's good, let me know. Do not watch this one. Whatever you like, don't do it. If I find out that you're starting to watch this, I will spoil it for you. And she hates spoilers. Like, she will get angry at you for days if you spoil something. And so I told her, if you start watching this, I will spoil it for you. I don't care if you get mad. And then she's like, okay, I won't. And then she started watching it. She didn't remember that was the one I told her not to watch. She'd forgotten the name of it. She just started one. And I'm like, have you been watching this? Because she was using like the Netflix or whatever. And she's like, yeah, it's I'm liking it so far. I'm like, no, that's the one I told you not to watch. She's like, why not? I'm like, I'm going to tell you why not. And then I spoiled it for her. And she's like, yeah, I'm not going to watch it. You hate driving and you don't like public transportation. You need a personal driver, aka Charles. I mean, it's not my personal driver because I only go wherever he wants to go, Like I kind of have to, like, if he's going to go get food, I'm like, cool, where are you going? And he's like, I'm going to this place. And then if I want something from that place, I'll go with him. If not, then, oh well. Or if I want something that's near there, he's nice enough, he'll stop by. But no. Luckily, living in Austin, I can just have stuff delivered. It's really nice. I can just, if I want a food, I'm just like, DoorDash, please. And with my company giving me like $40 for food a week, that's on DoorDash. I typically I eat a lot of bad stuff for me. I need to investigate healthy food. Because I need to start eating healthier, but it's hard to do when food is so good. We just finished having tacos. Like, I set up the stream, the tablet, to be able to stream. We went to go eat tacos. We came back, and here I am. That's exactly what happened. Hey, Lavernius. Do I like lo-fi music? I don't mind lo-fi music if I'm doing something like this. If I'm doing something like streaming, I don't mind lo-fi music. But generally, unless I'm running or driving, I will never put on music just to listen to. That's not something I ever do. And I know everyone else in the world. I know I'm in the minority here because everyone else in the world does this. They all like put on their music or whatever. Or if somebody drops an album, they're like, "Oh, I can't wait to hear your new album." I'm not like that at all. I don't care about music unless, like I said, I'm running or driving. If I'm driving, I'll listen to a bunch of. I could put on some rock or whatever. If I'm running, it's almost exclusively anime intros. Or like, not really anime intros anymore. It's just Japanese songs. Because a lot of them aren't even from intros. They're just somebody, like Lisa did it or something. And I know she does a lot of them for... She did Attack on Titan. She did... Not Attack on Titan, I'm sorry. I don't know why. She did... SAO. There we go. She did the SAO one. She did the Demon Slayer. Whoops, Demon Slayer. She's done a lot of them. And she's got a really good voice. But when I drive, I also listen to that. But when I drive, I'll hop back and forth. But when I'm running, it's that because if I get to a song that feels like I should be running for it, I will run the entirety of the song, and that's how I push myself. That's how I push myself is I'm going to run this song. However long it is, I am not going to stop. Like jogging. And that's how I find myself pushing myself. You should watch Rewrite. I love the recommended because it's amazing. It's your favorite anime. Watch the I haven't heard of it. Rewrite. Is it like... It sounds like Erased. Uchiha Squad. As your profile picture, you love Naruto. Naruto's great. It's really long, but it's really good. Your secret identities. Naming anime your secret identity. Super weeb. The Miku anime. Is it just what it's called? The Miku anime? Spoil the ending now. I'm curious to spoil. Basically, the ending of Your Lie in April, and I'm about to spoil it. If you don't want to hear it, mute it right now. Is one of the main characters dies of cancer, and that's why when my sister had it, I was like, "Do not watch this." Naruto: The Disastrous Life. Yes, Psyche K is so good. If you haven't watched The Disastrous Life of Psyche K, and you just want to have a good laugh without any stress at all, that is the perfect anime to watch. It is completely, it's so bingeable. It's so stress free. You're just gonna laugh. It's just so good. It's about a psychic who's got ridiculous powers. Like he's like One Punch Man level of OP. Except he doesn't live in like a superhero universe. It's just he lives in he's just a regular student, and he wants to have his life be regular, and that's it. It's just his adventures as a regular guy. It's really, really funny. It's so good. It's so good. They only dubbed the first season though. The second season was never dubbed. They did come out with another one that was exclusively on Netflix. One of the voice actors is different, I noticed. But if you can live with that, it's a really good show. Do you listen to Takyan? He slaps. I don't know who that is. You've been driving more recently, but I like using your phone while someone's using... Yeah, when somebody else uses their phone when you get to use your phone because somebody else is driving. That's what we have to deal with whenever we drive back home, since Charles and I are from the same hometown. Sometimes, like usually when we drive back home, we will take separate cars. I mean, we'll take the same car, and one of us, we'll split the driving time, and one of us gets to use the phone while the other one drives. It certainly makes the time go by a lot faster. Not only because you get to use your phone, but also because you have somebody there to talk to. You're not bored out of your mind driving. It's a long drive, guys. 4 hours. It's brutal. It's 4 hours, but at least it's in the same state. Like, it's still Texas. You start in Texas, you end in Texas. I would imagine it would probably feel longer if I lived probably like northeast, where the states are a lot smaller. Because then you could be like, oh, I drove 4 hours and I went past like 3 different states or whatever. And I don't want to. Nah, it feels like that would be a lot longer. The U.S. is a big country. Quintessential quintuplets. I swear I started it. If I watch it again, I'm gonna restart it just because all I can remember is this guy who's super smart who has to tutor a set of quintuplets. That's all I could remember. I don't know what happens. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't know who the main. I couldn't tell you any of their names except for Miku, and the only reason I can is because Jap King's here. You mean Mob levels of OP? No, I feel like Psyche could take out Mob. I really do. I know that's a lot because Mob is also like super OP. I legitimately think Psyche could take out Mob if he wanted to. He is ridiculous levels of strong. Like to the point that the point is that it's ridiculous. And he just keeps getting like other like he keeps getting different powers depending on what the episode calls for. Like, he's so strong that he has to wear a regulator, and if he's not wearing the regulator, he could sneeze and blow up the world. I like the song. It's a mix of Pokemon and a Christmas song. Sounds really cool. Oh my gosh, how long is his arm? I have got to be a lot more careful whenever I draw whenever I color in the rest of the body. I might work on this outside of the stream and then come back and all of it's colored and then I just shade it. Shading is a lot more fun than coloring. Coloring is just this. Hey Google, heater off.
Okay, turning off the heater.
Maybe I can get more done if I do it this way. Seems to go faster, but I'm not sure if I'm erasing something on the edge. Yeah, it's hard to tell if I erase something on the edge. I guess I'll find out when I shade it. Because this is a lot faster than the way I was doing it a second ago. Oh my gosh. All that time wasted doing... Oh, this is better. What fool I've been. See, this is why I'm not an artist. Because I don't know all these little tricks. That is as easy as zooming out increases work. Oh my gosh. I might actually get to a second color other than white today. Could you believe it? Wow, I feel like I wasted all that time. Alright, the arms are done. That's pretty cool. Alright. I'm not wrong there. I exist, spread Miku. I don't know, man. I feel like you're betraying Thoruichi here. Is it true that Bleach 1000 Year Blood War is coming out in 2020? 2021, yes. I'm gonna call you up on Discord and I'd like to give you a list of anime. I probably won't respond if you call, because I don't really answer phone calls. But I will if you message me. Sooner or later. I tend to be kind of slow sometimes. Okay. I'm sure I made some minor mistakes when erasing, like this little dot right here. You can see that it's grayed out. There we go. I probably made a few of those by accident when I sped it up earlier. Actually, this wasn't very well filled in. There we go. You guys like the name? Somebody straight up, when I put the poll up earlier, who's Thunder God, Thoruichi or Thor? Somebody straight up said Thoruichi, and I was like, oh, they straight up guessed the name. And then somebody else said, I think somebody said, no, that wasn't this stream, never mind. Somebody said that Thoruichi was their favorite Bleach character and Thor was their favorite Marvel character. And I was like, yes, you're gonna like what I'm gonna do then. I know it's illegal for me to sell this once I'm done with it, because it's not my intellectual property. It's not my IP. But is it illegal to print a few posters of this and then ship them out? Or would I get in trouble? Like, is it illegal to print a few posters and then do a giveaway? Because that's not necessarily selling it. Let's just enter the giveaway. You might win this poster thing. Teleportation, psychokinesis, and limited speed. Yeah, he's got all the powers. Psyche K could take Mob, but Reagan is just way out of his league. Yes, Reagan is too OP. This part I couldn't trace this. Actually, a lot of the lightning stuff I couldn't trace. I kind of had them do as I did. I couldn't trace this. I couldn't... In fact, all of the lightning thing I couldn't trace. The only lightning part I actually did end up tracing was the ears. Because that's in Thousand Year Blood War Thoruichi. But I couldn't trace anything else of the lightning. So I kind of made it in the style that her lightning is. But that's why it looks kind of wonky, is because it's not really traced. It's just something I drew. Luckily, this right here is so small that any minor imperfection you're not going to be able to see once I zoom out. Yeah, it's so tiny that you can't see it. Right. And that leaves... Oh my gosh, I'm still not done with this. But luckily, I can do this faster, so... Did I make this? There we go. More. I betray nothing. Check Discord real quick. What do you got? What part of Discord? Like DM or? Who's gonna stop me? Well, it's illegal to like if you make something. I don't think you can sell it, right? Like let's say I made Captain America shields out of fiberglass resin. Something I really, really want to do. But like put my own logo on there. I think it would look really... Whoops, no, why? Put my own logo on there. I think it would look really cool. I think if you do that and start selling them, even though you made them, because it's something that is Marvel-based, Marvel can sue you. And it's like, no. And then they can just take it. Which is a shame, because I don't know if you guys have ever seen Brain Fu and his he creates a bunch of stuff. He's like a DIY your own props kind of guy, right? He made Thor's hammer out of fiberglass resin. He made the shield out of fiberglass resin, and it is impressive to say the least. Like the shield, he ran over it with a car and it didn't like snap or anything. It stopped the crossbow bolts. It stopped them. They did pierce it, but it stopped and got stuck in it, which is still very impressive, and it would save your life. And it's just really impressive stuff for it not being made of metal, for it being made out of the same thing like a boat would be made of, you know. And it's like DIY stuff how you can make a shield like very, very on the cheap, and I want to do that, and I want to make it my own thing. I want to make my own. Like, I don't want it to be the Captain America one. I want it to be like my logo on there because I think that would look pretty sweet. But unfortunately, I don't have the space to do that. I wanted to do that a while ago, but I couldn't find. I couldn't find any. I needed a satellite to make the base for the mold, and I couldn't find it. Sadly. Have I read what's it? Shumatsu no Valkyrie. Oh, is that the Vanguard anime? I think it's what it's called. If it is, I haven't yet, but it's very much on my list. The problem is, Charles doesn't consume anime at the rate that I do. So... companies won't sue you. I think there's a lot of fan art people sell out, and it's illegal selling the story. I'll look into it more, because it'd be cool to sell this poster. Like, if I make this into a poster, it'd be really cool to do that. Or to, like, put it on a phone case or something. And then do giveaways, and it's just this. I can't wait till I get more practice in, and I can do this a lot faster. DM, have I read Shumatsu? Oh. Marvel time? Marvel being suit time? It turns out that Marvel has been focusing on alternate realities and timelines that includes fan art to create... Ooh! A Marvel actual Thoruichi. Could I send it to you for background? Sure. Petition to make Martin draw hentai. Of course. Of course. Yes, let's see where that leads me. Can I not see how many people have, one person has signed up? That's fine. I'd really rather not. It's not like I'm gonna. There was nothing other. Was that the only thing on the DM? Whoops. It doesn't really matter actually if that sticks out too much. Now that I think about it, it doesn't really matter if it. It matters if it's not filled in, but if it sticks out a little, it's not going to be the end of the world because of the glow effect that I'm going to put on it. That I'll get to show you guys in just a second, actually. Whoops. I do want it filled in, though. I've been listening to a podcast lately, because that's what I do. I don't listen to music, but during work, I do have podcasts on. I do that often. And I've been listening to a podcast called Chilluminati, which is they take like cryptids and like stories and like of like aliens and all these like weird mystical things that doesn't really have an explanation that's gone on, and just like talk about it in depth. And it's funny, and they talk about stories that I've never heard of that are just like, I don't want to say creepy, but just like mysterious. And I've been listening to that lately, and they've been talking about serial killers. And man, some people are crazy. I hope I'm never serial killed. I don't ever want to be serial. Guys, if anybody ever kills me, okay, I'm tasking you guys with this task. You ready? If I ever get killed, I'm tasking you guys to, when you write about it or whatever, use the word assassinated. Don't use the word murdered, because assassination sounds so much cooler. Like if news reports or whatever say murdered, but just call them up and be like, he wasn't murdered, he was assassinated. Because that just sounds so much cooler. Who wants to be murdered? There's that saying I heard from a friend many moons ago. Or it was not saying, but it was a thing he said, so I guess it was a saying. Because he said it. where he's like, how important do you have to be for it to be considered assassination and not murdered, right? Like, JFK was assassinated, right? But then, you know, anytime there's a school shooting or whatever, that's a murder. So it's like, how important do you have to be? And it's not really that I think I'm important. I just like the way it sounds better. So I'm tasking you guys with that task. If I'm ever killed by somebody, let it be known I was assassinated and I was not murdered. That is your task. And technically my dying wish. 100 people to sign? No. I refuse. I refuse. I wouldn't even know what to draw. Okay. Not asking to delete your browser history. Turns out the last phase Thor and God will release Dark Cold Winter, which is darkness is the ooh. Imagine if I have a weekly drawing showcase. Oh, that would be really cool. I'd have to view them first to make sure nobody's trying to put anything too racy out there, but I would like to show off people's drawings. Fan art is so good. In a lot of cases, fan art is much better than regular than the original art. The problem with that too is that I'd have to make sure that whoever drew it, like, how would I fact check that whoever drew it, you know? I don't want to be like, oh, this person drew this and then I got duped, they just stole it from somebody else, you know? I would imagine that's a real problem. I almost forgot to do the neck lightning. Like earlier when I was drawing it, I was like, oh no. But we can't forget that. It just looks like a lightning scarf. It looks awesome. Uh-oh. There we go. It lags behind sometimes and I can't really see what I'm doing. Is that Thoruichi? Oh, Nate, I see you have shown up late. Yes, it is indeed. It's an amalgamation of a bunch of different drawings that I'm working on. And I think it's looking really, really good so far. I might have screwed up when coloring in the white. I'll have to adjust that real quick, but I think it looks sweet so far. I can't wait to see what it ends up looking like. For you to draw anti, that's literally suggestion. No! No. You're so lost in this conversation. Sorry, Kevin. We're just talking about whatever. You woke up late at 11 here in Malaysia? Wow, 11. I miss the days of waking up so late. And by I miss the days, I mean I miss last week, because I did that last week. I woke up at 11 at least once last week because it was Thanksgiving week and I had the week off from work. But yeah. I wonder if I should post this anywhere. I have a DeviantArt account, but I never do anything with it. I think I ended up getting it when back in the day when I had art, like in school and stuff, because that was something that our art teacher actually made us do. He's like, everyone should have one of these. Post your stuff here, and follow. I think he's like follow 5 of your classmates or something like that. Some of those people were very talented. Some of them were not. I was one of the not. I don't know how I think the reason I passed that class was because it was an art class. But man, I drew some stuff that I was proud of. It was weapons. Whenever we got to weapons, I drew a sword that I thought looked really, really cool. but we had to draw characters. I did not do that well. I had to draw so many things. It was bad. Post it anywhere? Please. Oh no, I'll definitely like post it on Twitter and stuff. But I'm saying like I wonder if I should post it on anywhere that's like specifies in art. I don't see Twitter as one of those places. I'll post it on Instagram too. And then but I won't like. There we go. Let's draw this right here. I don't know that I'll put it on like DeviantArt. I might make a DeviantArt. There's some stuff that I've drawn that I've shown people, but you guys don't know it's me. I just kind of drew it and posted it just because I didn't want to like odds are some of you have seen some of my drawings, but you didn't know it was mine. I just kind of did it. But this is one that I do want to draw as me. This is gonna be hard. This is gonna be a little hard when I draw the hair. When I color in the hair, I should say. And the face. So if a little gets over, it's fine, just because it's I mean, lightning typically does light up stuff, right? So that should work. How many signatures do we have? Do we need? I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. Can we draw and compare our art styles? Sure. Art is art. What wouldn't I do, Kevin? A lot of free time not going to school. I found that the stuff that I end up using, like in life, I didn't learn that from school. You know, I just kind of learned it. That said, while I did use Photoshop before I went to school, I did learn a lot of useful things for Photoshop at school. Like, without a doubt. And like, it became very apparent when I started drawing again. It became very like, a lot of it came coming back to me, because I never stopped using Photoshop for thumbnails and stuff, but I never really drew anything, unless it was for like a thumbnail and I just needed to add something to someone. Like, I think I can't really come up with a specific scenario. Because usually I just take stuff from other stuff and then like fuse it to a thumbnail if I need it. So I have done that. Did I screw this up? Oh, I did. Okay, never mind. The neck is right here. Here's where I need to stop it. You cannot deny the will of the people. I mean, listen, last time I said if I get a certain amount of something, I'll do something, I ended up having to dab. A lot faster than I thought I would. I will never underestimate the power of the people again. That's why I'm not committing to it. Because if I said, give me 10,000 signups, somebody will find a way to make that happen. And I'm not about to put a number out there. There's a little hair here for her. I don't know how I'm gonna... I guess I'll make the lightning go around it. Here it is, okay. This one's gonna be kind of a challenge. This area right here is going to be a bit of a challenge when I draw it. time is it? Wow, it's 9:21. Wow, time flies. Time flies. That's unfortunate. Charles and I are going to watch something at 10. I'm hoping he forgets and I can just keep going. Did you put the number at 1,000? No. I don't even think you'll get that. If it requires you to put in other info, I don't think you will. We got a number, let's do it. No. It's just an example. When will you drop 1,000-year Blood War Martin? When I patch version? Honestly, if I can get to the point where I can draw well, then I will draw myself. I'd like to be able to do that at some point. And hopefully by then, I will lose weight so I don't draw... I won't draw a heavyweight Martin champion of nothing. Let's do this. Because while I'm using Photoshop to draw right now, the thing I've almost always used it for is photo manipulation. Whenever I have a Photoshop project, and I've had it before, I've had urges where I'm like, oh, I gotta make something in Photoshop, and I've done it. I don't think you guys have ever seen it because it's more been like stuff in my, my personal life kind of thing. But I have had like, what's that word? Bouts of inspiration. I've had moments of inspiration where I start using Photoshop and create something out of it. This is only the first time I've ever had that inspirational surge, and I'm streaming it. But it's usually always photo manipulation. Like I see a photo and I'm like, oh, I can make this into this, and then I do it, right? I forgot where I was going. But yeah, that's what I had here. That's why I'm doing this on stream, because I just had the urge. Like, I knew exactly what I wanted it to look like. And I wasn't sure if I could get it to look like that until I started drawing. And I was gonna just draw 1,000-Year Blood War Thoruichi, and I was just gonna draw 1,000-Year Blood War Thoruichi and shader in a certain way to make it look different, but still the 1,000-Year Blood War Thoruichi we have in game. And I started drawing, and I drew the the head, and then I was like, should I just take the leap and try to draw Thoruichi? And then I was like, I just started it, and I was like, oh, this is coming out looking really good. I might just stream this, and so here we are. I think I can make it look as good as I see it in my head, with the exception of maybe the feet. I'm gonna try really hard, but I just can't see a scenario where the boots turn out how I want them to look. I'm not good at drawing. I'm not good at drawing. I was gonna say feet or hands, but in reality, I'm not good at drawing people. I'm not good at drawing characters. I had to cheat to get to where I am now. Three people signed up so far? No. Past Martin, Chubby Martin, Buff Martin, so many versions to choose from. Whoops. Well, with Photoshop, it's enough that I can make a character, and then change the filter and just get it to be that, or like change something about it. Hold on, the music stopped playing. We cannot have that. There we go. Oops. How are we looking so far? All right, look at that. All we need now is the... I could probably show you. It'll probably look pretty good now. Yeah, with the glow effect on. Especially on the neck, you can see. Let me see if I can adjust it. I don't have to keep it. Oops. Drag this down here. There we go. Can you guys see that? No, you can't see it. Alright. Let's see how it looks like if I do... Huh, it's not changing. Oh, yes it is. Let's do this. Set 43. What if I make the opacity 100? Nope. No. Yeah, but you can see. Let's take that off. Let's take off the effects for now. We'll add effects and stuff once it's all done. I'm excited to see what it looks like. 100 signs and I'll convince him to draw hentai. It's not gonna happen. It's not. You can't make me. Do I still have the? Oh wait. Whoops. Let's disable that. Is this what I'm looking for? It is what I'm looking for. Okay. This is gonna be. It's gonna be weird. I can't not work on this outside the stream. So while I may not be the only stream I do where I'm just drawing, the next time you see this will, like after the stream, it will look different. I'm really hoping Charles forgets we're supposed to watch TV at 10. And I can just continue. I kind of just want to do this. Because I can get pretty far, like, honestly, I can stream for like another 2 more hours. But I probably should sleep at some point. Did I do this? Oh, that's right, never mind, that's right. That's how I had it. What if you were to ask with a cookie? Now, if there's cookies involved, hold on. Let's back up now. You didn't mention cookies. What kind are we talking here? We'll just leave it that way. It won't be noticeable when I'm done anyway. That's the one thing. That's another thing I hope to gain from this is I want to know certain stuff I can just not hide. Like I don't have to do. Like for example, some of the shading and some of the coloring of the body that I'll end up doing. Some of the coloring of the body that I'll end up doing won't be seen. Because it'll be covered by either the armor or the lightning or the belt, but I'll end up coloring it just because I'm on that layer, so it'll be easier to color than it will be not to. But yeah, eventually I hope to get to the point where I know not to do extra work. I should say extra work that won't be seen. Like, there's no point in doing it if it won't be seen. Double chocolate chip. That does sound good. So if Martin gets assassinated today, it's Charles? Yes. I mean, I probably won't be. But there's like a 99% chance it'd be Charles if I did. If I were to be. Just saying. Especially if he's like, let's watch show, and I'm like, no, drawing. Then there's like 100% chance. Oops. Eek. Stop lagging. I hate when I lag and then it looks like somebody took a bite out of her ear. Num num num. Take a bite out of crime. Because it's been a while since we've seen him because nobody watches TV anymore. But you guys remember McGruff, the crime dog? Or better yet, are some of you not old enough to know who that is? Because if you grew up, like, not really watching TV, you probably won't know who that is. You know how he works. What's my favorite type of cookie? Ah, you cannot beat a chocolate chip cookie. You just can't. It looks like we won't need signatures, just a good old-fashioned bribe. Get ready to switch to Discord calls, so we'll convince over Discord. What the heck? Where did this circle come from? I was reading chat and then a circle appeared in the drawing out of nowhere. Guys, I'm excited. I bought a... I think I said this already. Charles doesn't know. He's gonna flip when he sees it. I bought a VR headset. And I'm excited because I didn't even realize this before, because I mentioned this earlier. I mentioned this last stream that I did that. But I completely forgot about this when I mentioned it. The Room, that game that I played that had like... There was 3 different games. The Room 1, the Room 2, and the Room 3, and I freaking loved it because it's puzzle games and I love puzzle games. There's the Room VR, and I get to play it because I'll have a VR headset. I just really hope it's not the kind that hurts my eyes, because that'll be a huge bummer. I'll have to return it. It's expensive though. It's like 400 something bucks. Can I do VR Photoshop? That would be cool. Chips Ahoy for everyone. You know, it's really weird. I used to really, really love Chips Ahoy, and it's still really, really good. But in my head, they were like the chocolate chip cookie. But not anymore. I feel like... oh, Minecraft. I can do that. You guys have seen the world, right? In fact, I've done Minecraft streams, and I still have a Minecraft world I want to go back to. Whenever we fight the Ender Dragon, I'll try to stream that so you guys can see it. What was I saying? I forget. Okay, that's done. Oh, still got another year to go. But you know what? This is how it's made. If this is how it is, this is how it is. Let me try to speed it up, though. And then I'll go in and fix any imperfections I might screw up. I feel like it's easier to draw it than it is to erase it. Like, even if I have to carefully go in there and draw the edges, it's easier to do that than it is to carefully erase it. And if that's the case, then this is going to go by a lot faster. I'm still learning. I don't know what I'm doing. Oops. I'll have to redo that whole little area. I'm still learning the different, like, techniques and stuff. Technique. I'll just erase this whole thing. Put it back on later. That's the other thing, is I can't wait to learn, like, the different techniques that will help. Because I'm sure they exist. I'm sure there's like, oh, if you do this and this, then you'll be done a lot faster. And there's actually a certain other thing that I wanted to do. Maybe I need to start closing the drawings. Like, not leave any gap. But that's kind of hard to do with this since it's in layers. Let's see if this is faster, just to do it this way and go back and fix the imperfections I caused. Which is technically what I'm doing now, but this would save me a couple steps if it works for future stuff. Okay. Like I said, any imperfection I'll deal with it myself. Okay. Now let's test out my theory. We're using a smaller brush to fix that, so... what am I doing with? Okay, I'm messing with that. Let's make this smaller. This might actually be the way to do it. Just hyper color, like just go crazy to color it. Let me take a small brush for that. Go crazy to color it, and then go crazy with erasing it, and then go back and do this. That actually might work out for the best if I do it that way. It might be a lot faster. Because then I can just like fix any minor thing like this, and then... yeah, this is a lot faster, I think. And I can fix any little tiny thing like this. Jap King, what are we at in signatures? Let's not start a war. What kind of war? Are we having a cookie war? How about chocolate chunk cookies? Chocolate chunk cookies are good. The more, I guess, dough there is, the better the cookie. Like, Chips Ahoy are good, but the cookie part is too small. What's my, what are you, speed or tech? I feel like in the past, I would have said speed, but lately, like, a bunch of my favorite characters are tech. I feel like most of my favorite characters are tech. Oddly enough, I feel like speed might actually have my the least amount of my favorite characters. Oh no, that's power. Power has the least amount of my favorites. The only one that really stands out that I just absolutely love when it comes to power is Canfrio and Wolden Nell. The four-legged one. Clarify. Yeah, this is definitely faster. I could have saved so much time. But you know what? Live and learn. As the old saying goes, you live and learn. Atari wins the war? That's not a type of cookie. That's not a type of cookie at all. So what's my poison, PS5 or Xbox? Oh, that's a tough one. Here's the thing. I feel like the PlayStation has much better exclusives, and everybody kind of knows that at this point. If I'm gonna get one, it'll probably be that one. But the thing is, Xbox and their achievements are so nice. And I know Xbox has the trophies. I know that, but trophies don't have gamer score, and I love me the gamer score aspect of it. And it's not even a competitive thing. I just like the idea of certain, like, they're worth different points, and you can kind of tell how hard they are depending on the points. And I know you can do that with the trophies as well. They have like the bronze, the silver, the gold, and the platinum trophies, but it's not the same. I feel like that you only have five difficulties, whereas Xbox you have anywhere from 1 to 100, sometimes 150 for the really hard ones. And they don't do it as much anymore, but Avatar Awards were amazing. I feel like they kind of dropped off a lot of their social stuff with Xbox, which is a real shame because I really liked it. But depending on the game, I might decide to get it on PC. Like when the Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, there's no way I'm not getting that on PC. Are you kidding me? It's PC day one, and then I'm gonna play it, beat it, wait for people to start modding it, and then beat that. Put in a bunch of stuff and then just beat it modded. Modded Skyrim is like some of the most fun I've ever had. And it might be some additional drawings. I might make a character in modded Skyrim because you can do so much with mods now. And then take a screenshot, put it in Photoshop, trace it, and draw it. And then it'll be something that I truly created. I would have traced it, but I wouldn't feel like cheating because I created whatever it is I'm tracing. So it wouldn't feel weird. Like, that's kind of how I feel about this one. It doesn't feel weird because while I am tracing it, I'm changing it up. It'll resemble... Oh, that's so much faster. It'll resemble what I did, but it won't exactly be that. Oreo over Chips Ahoy. I actually agree with you. While I do like chocolate chip cookies better than Oreos, I feel like I like Oreos better than Chips Ahoy. Like, Chips Ahoy isn't the best chocolate chip cookie. Depends on what Oreos. You can't beat classic, I feel. I mean, other Oreos are really good. I remember once I had like this Christmas Oreo. I don't remember what it was exactly. It was like Christmas packaging, but I don't remember exactly what it was. But it was so good. It was so good. I don't know what it was. I don't remember. But it was so good. And, oh no, was it birthday cake Oreos maybe? It might have been birthday cake Oreos now that I think about it. But they were so good. But I can't do snacks anymore like I used to. I can't do it like I used to because if I buy something, it's gone in 24 hours. I just can't do it. I have no self-control. That's something I need to work on next year. That's actually why, because I suck at self-control, like I said. That's why I can't really give up a thing unless I straight up give it up completely. That's why I'm gonna try doing specific things that I can eat next year for that reason alone. So I can try to lose weight that way. Because I gained too much weight during quarantine and it's not gonna fly. We'll do what I did before. I'm just gonna get as close to the edge as possible and fix any imperfections when I go back through it. Hopefully it'll be as fast. Chewy Chips Ahoy, yep, that is good. P-Box 5X, yes! Three signatures only? Not looking good, man. I mean, I wasn't gonna do it anyway, but not looking good. One time, I was doing a live summon with Endless. Remember, I was doing a summon, and she told everyone live. She's like, everyone, send your hentai to Martin. DM him on Discord. Everyone do it. And I was like, why would you say this? Luckily, not everyone listened, so I didn't get bombarded. I miss this. Oh, this song's so good. I think it's from Silver, but it's like a remix. No. It's the Cynthia's theme, right? Maybe? No. No, I think it is from Silver. Maybe. I don't know. I'll look at the title later. And by later, I mean next time it comes up. I don't feel like switching tabs to look at the title. Where am I from? I was born in California, and we moved to Texas when I was 10 years old, and I've lived here ever since. I'm currently 26. I'm getting so old. That's not true. That's not old. That's not old. I just feel like a lot of people that I know have accomplished a lot more at 26. Like my best friend has a wife and kid. My sister has a kid and a husband. My other sister, both my oldest sisters were married by the time they were my age. A lot of people have like their masters and everything, their degrees. And I'm sitting here like playing video games and drawing Thoruichi tours. And in a way, I won. But in a much more real way, I didn't. Can you use a VPN to sign in again? Oh, to like the thing? Maybe. I don't know how petitions work. To get yourself to sign in 1,000 times. I never listen. That was an example. I never said even if we get 10,000 signatures. If we get 10,000 signatures, one, I will be very impressed, and two, I still won't do it. Oof, that one was going so well. Drawing from right to left is hard. Drawing from left to right. I wish I was ambidextrous. Maybe this can help me become ambidextrous. This is a good amount of people to have on stream because it's easy to keep up with chat. That's why I like doing like some of the Jackbox stuff and stuff. It's a lot easier to keep up with chat than if I'm like live streaming something else. Like DBS, it's hard to keep up with everything. It's actually from Gen 4 Remake. We're getting Gen 4 Remake soon, aren't they? Like, didn't some guy like say that? I mean, I know it's been the speculation for a while now that we're getting Gen 4 remakes on 2021, but I think some guy who's been right so far about all the stuff he's posted for like Pokemon leaks and stuff, I think he said Gen 4 remake will be in 2021, which would kind of line up. That's the trend they used to do. They seem to do it every 2 years, just like another Pokemon thing. I hope it's a proper remake though, and not like Let's Go Sinnoh. Because while I would still play it, I would much rather a remake. Cynthia was too good a boss, and honestly, the Let's Go games were just too easy. Though I did like the overworld shinies. I hope that returns in a future game. And I wouldn't mind them doing like, oh, let's go, let's say 2021 Gen 4 remakes, right? 2022 or 2023, they do Let's Go Johto. I would not mind that at all. Yeah, I think I'm worrying too much about how much I'm erasing here. That looks fine. That looks fine as well. Am I right-handed or left? I'm right-handed. Did you give Thoruichi a cape? You know it. Here she is, cape and all. Let me... 27, layer 27, that's what I'm on. 27. Can I see better if I do this? Oh, I can't. You can see the character better, but you can't see the. I can't see the background with the lightning better, so I better switch it back. Let's make it darker, actually. I like to see the fog. It might be too dark. Let's do this. There we go. And it's locked again. That's good. Alright, we got one more part of the hair. And then we'll be finished with the lightning except for the tail. The tail's the only thing I'm not finished with. Oh, whoops. game music is so good. It's impressive what they could do back in the day when they only used 8-bit. I mean, it's impressive what they can do now, but is there like a program you can use to turn anything into 8-bit? Like upload your own file and it converts it to 8-bit? We could do Bleach and just trick people to thinking it's a drawing. I think I have it set that on YouTube that I'm playing Bleach Brave Souls, because the original plan was to have autoing co-op in the background, but it ended up being too distracting. I realized I wasn't going to be able to read chat, keep up with co-op, and draw. That, and nobody was getting in the co-op room, so I was like, eh. People would probably rather focus on one thing anyway. Unless you're like a killer multitasker. Did you know that biologically women are a lot better at multitasking than men? We got the short end of that deal, didn't we? But I totally believe it, because growing up, man, the amount of things my mom was like doing at once. Whew. I think about that now, like, now that I live out on my own and stuff, and like I have, you know, I have to take care of the me, right? I have to take care of me, and I have to clean up after myself and get food ready and do all these other things, and I barely have enough time to do that, and I don't have any responsibilities other than work, you know? And she had to take care of 4 kids, get all the cooking and cleaning done. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know how she did it. Alright. Ladies and gents. Lightning on the tail isn't done, but every other lightning piece is. Let's go ahead and save this for now. You were getting your co-op thing ready. I'm sorry. I also wasn't gonna be able to participate. In the co-op, it was gonna have to be all autoing, and that would have been a little bit unfair. I mean, I would have contributed my Kenny, but you know, it wouldn't have been fair otherwise. All right, let's get some. Let's get some Thoruichi skin color, shall we? Skin tone. Let's go ahead and do that. Get the color from the face. Be gone. Is this words I hear? Can't have words. No, I just don't like words. One of my favorite artists is Lindsey Sterling. And I don't mind words in my songs, but sometimes if I'm listening to something, I just want to listen to it. I don't want to know what the words. I don't want to hear words. It's weird. It's weird. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I don't like words. Maybe that's it. All right, that's the body. 28. 28 will be body color. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Words teach us so much. They do, but like, I don't know. I'm not a song person. I don't have an ear for music. Alright guys, you ready? Let's go ahead and name this actually while I'm here. Body color. And while I'm here naming stuff, let's go ahead and name. That's not right. 27, okay. Lightning color. Yeah, lightning color. I was gonna name it lightning color body and then lightning color tail, but I can just name it lightning color tail. Where's the body? Here's the body. Alright. Body color. Hey, Ryan, what's up? People start signing. No, don't sign. I'm not gonna do it anyway, but don't sign. Ryan, look what I have so far. I have, for those of you who have tuned in and I haven't showed exactly what I did, because I am not that good of an artist. Like, specifically, what you're seeing here now, I am not that good of an artist. I cannot do that without tracing stuff. And that's how I ended up getting where I am now, is I ended up taking this Yoruichi's face and hair. For the most part, I did change it up. You can see here the hair's not the same. I ended up... Hold on a second. I ended up switching some of that. I ended up taking Juvia's body and switching some of that as well. Lady Thor's belt and hammer, put that on there. This Yoruichi's cape, put that on there. And then something, I think that's it. Yeah, and I've been taking like this Yoruichi's, like the Lightning Cat's actual design. That's what I've had so far. This does feel like a good stopping point, but I don't want to stop. I can go easily for another 2 hours. Oh, let me see. Charles just texted, said we're still doing the... 30 minutes? He might say no. We'll see, because I did promise him I'd watch. What the heck? My friend just accepted a friend request on Facebook. I haven't sent out a Facebook friend request in years. Years! I must have sent that years ago. He's just now getting it. We're happy to... We're here to chill with you. Oh, that'd be great. Make Charles sign it? No. He would too. You know he would. But no. I'm not gonna refuse. Alright, what are we looking at here? I should do the haircut. I'm gonna save the face for last, honestly. I'm gonna save face for last. It'll be a lot easier if I do it that way. And the cool thing about this is that I could do this, whee, because you can't see the line past the. You won't be able to see the color past the body. So that'll be good. I can theoretically do it like this too, because that layer is above it as well. So this actually might actually go by a lot faster than the lightning did. Let me increase the size of this thing. Hold on, I have to answer Charles. We're trying to start The Great Pretender tonight, and we've been really looking forward to it. It's such a good show. Ooh, this is gonna lag a little. Hey Google, stop. The rent. That's what I need to do. I was like, why did I have... Hold on. I was like, why did I have an alarm at 10 o'clock? And then I was like, right, because we forgot to pay rent this month. We gotta do it today. I just asked Charles if he can do it. If not, then I'll have to get it done after stream. Because, you know, adult. You still have to adult. This is gonna look weird. It's gonna look weird because by the time I'm done painting her body, it's not gonna look like Yoruichi's color. It's really weird. It only looks like it after you shade it. After you add some sort of shadow to it. And then it's just like, what? Do we need Charles to appear? He makes appearances every now and then. It's not uncommon for him to make appearances. Oh, it's the same thing. I just don't want to forget. Let's see here. So much. This guy's so much easier than the lightning. I really did pick the hardest thing to start with. Like a fool. Like a fool. Like the hardest thing to start coloring in. I should have just done that on my own time. I'll get to that in a bit. I forgot that's associated with the body as well. I need to fix that. Doesn't matter if I get some... I was gonna say something and I stopped myself because I realized it was gonna sound really bad. I'll do the body right now. I'll just erase the stuff that I don't. The stuff that I know will not be this color. I'll just try not to get any paint on there. It's weird trying to call this paint. And like I said, I'll have to make the changes. Just a second. Should not even have done that. Let's remove that. Flop. We will summon Charles. I don't know that you guys can summon Charles. I don't know that you have any of his usernames because he doesn't go by Charles on the Discord, I don't think. I know he's on there. I don't think he goes by that name. I think he's got his own little username he uses. This right here doesn't matter as much. In fact, it'd be a lot smarter just to leave it be. It would be a lot smarter just to leave this be. I'm gonna leave this be. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it be. That way it'll be done faster. All that really matters here is erasing the stuff on the outside of on the outer edge. This stuff right here. Oh, you can't see the brush. Weird. I'm not used to you guys not... I didn't even notice you guys can't even see the brush. Basically, all that matters is the stuff that you can see on the outs. That sounds weird. All the stuff that's out here, anything that's like overlapping with anything else is going to be hidden under the armor, so it doesn't matter. I'm just going to say sometime. And but I don't have OCD, but it is going to bug me looking at it knowing that it's not colored in, but I'm just gonna have to live with it. Unlike the lightning, this matters a little bit more. To get this more precise, I mean. Because the lightning is gonna have glow on it, because it is lightning. It's gonna radiate light. So if I get some out of it, it's not gonna matter as much. This does, though. Free Taco Bell and Wendy's here. That's how you... Yeah, you're right. That is how you summon it. That is how you summon him. Did I post it on Discord? I mean, you can try to post... I'm sure you can try to post the petition on Discord. I don't know that you'll get anyone to sign it there, though. I'm sure some people will, but... I still refuse... And I should get it off Mjolnir as well. Nya nya! Okay. This is the outer part of the body. Like I said, the belt doesn't matter if it's on the belt or anything like that. It's not gonna matter since that's gonna be its own color. Dang it, delay. Or lag, I should say. Okay. This won't matter either. I'll leave that there. It would matter if I was making different variations or different armors, but I'm not gonna. I don't know what I want this armor to look like, but I'm sure I'll get to it. I'm sure I'll know it when I do it. Okay, that's that. Yeah, this is going by so much faster than the lightning did. Like, it's crazy. The difference. You're gonna share with everyone and see what happens? What do you guys think will come of this, honestly? I'm not gonna do it. I refuse. Oops. This seems like an easy fix. I'll just... There we go. I don't necessarily have to just because it is armor. It's going to go over it. Doesn't matter, but it's there. Might as well. Plus, I think I might have screwed up. Yeah, I made the cape a part of it, so I do kind of have to adjust this. Well, not necessarily this. But, better to be safe. Whoops. Ugh. I can probably color the strap in tonight, too. Take the color from, Cacao Society Thoruichi. You know what would be great if because Marvel doesn't own Thor. They own the copyrights to the Mighty Thor, right? They don't own Thor. It'd be interesting if BBS took the route of making seasonal stuff. Just trying to show you how powerful I am. If BBS started doing seasonal stuff that was from mythology, and they went Norse with Thoruichi, but I beat them to it because they haven't released anything. But if they could be working on something for months that they don't ever release. It'd be funny if I beat them to it. I don't necessarily have to change this, but I'm here anyway. Might as well. Screwed up! I screwed up. This is actually... I screwed up. Hold on. I made a mistake. I made the mistake. I did do and didn't do. I erased something that I shouldn't have erased because I thought it was wrong, but it was right. I'll explain it a little bit. I thought I was erasing some piece of armor, but I was erasing part of her skin. Need to re-add that. The will of the people. So Martin, when's the wedding? What wedding? Change that. Okay. Fix this. Okay, this right here is supposed to be painted. I screwed that up. I erased some of this because for some reason I thought it was part of the armor. It wasn't. Come on. It just lagged super hard. I don't know if you noticed that. I guess you can't notice that because it's like for you guys some stuff will randomly appear. Increase the brush size. But for me, I can see the brush. You guys can't. I don't think you can see the brush. Hold on, let me see if I can fix that. Photoshop. Capture cursor. There we go. It might be. Yay! There you go. You can see it now. Yay! Almost near the end of the stream. Yay! It's a little late in the stream to be able to just now see an important part of the thing, but it happens. See that lag there? Okay. Okay. Actually, let me make this tiny again. There we go. I'll fix that in just a second. I'm gonna have to get this part anyway. This part is tiny. No. There we go. Hey, Char. Fill tool. That won't work here. That won't work in this one. I thought about it too, but I have too many things that are open-ended. It won't work here. Nice try. What do you know? You guys managed to summon him after all. What do you know? I'll give you the brief explanation as to what they want you to do, Charles. When I started drawing, they started wanting me to draw hentai, and I said I wouldn't do it. And Jap King started a petition to try to get me to do it, and he's trying hard. I told him that no matter how many signatures he gets, I'm just not gonna do it. But he's insisting. Whoops. A great cause. Okay. It's crazy. I have some idea of what this will look like, and it's crazy how it starts out. I wish I could show you the other thing I did. Just to give you an idea of what this will end up looking like. After it's shaded. Because right now it looks very cartoony. which I guess it technically is. So, but it won't when I'm done with it. I know not exactly. I don't know what the boots will look like because I suck at drawing feet. But I know roughly what everything else will look like. I also don't know what the belt will look like. I haven't figured out a design for that yet. Maybe I should do the Shihoan thing on it. My sign counts as at least 10. No. Gotta fix the arm. What did I do? There we go. I accidentally clicked the wrong button, shifted everything like an inch to the down, or to the right, down to the right. This song is too weird. So what define lo-fi for me? Because somebody asked earlier, and I know Charles likes lo-fi. All signs comes from 50 to 100. You're already 1/4 of the way there. Listen, it's zoomed in, all right? It doesn't count if it's zoomed in. Somebody once put their profile picture as they put something super. If it was zoomed out, it would be super inappropriate. But because it was super zoomed in, you couldn't tell what it was, and that was just their profile picture for years, and nobody knew what it was because it was super zoomed in, and it had a Santa hat on. And like the website didn't flag it, nothing became of it because you couldn't tell what it was. It was something that should be offensive, but it wasn't because it was super zoomed in and perspective wasn't there. That's what I think this was. Don't have to do this either. The hair's layer is above the one I'm coloring in right now, so I really don't need. I should have started with above layers first, with the layers above, and I guess I'm not too late to go to that next, but I feel weird if I don't do this now, so I'm just gonna do it now. It's crazy how precise you can be when you're zoomed out and going really fast. Like, I wouldn't think I'd be so precise, and I am. Pokemon in Bleach. Do Pikachu, but it's Thoruichi. Kai and Shiba as Greninja. I could see why people draw. It's fun. Oops. Okay, that's part of another layer. Actually, would I be able to find out which one? I can. I can go ahead and erase this now. And let's get the mud out of her teeth, shall we? Not even like mud, it's like clay. Yay! Taking shape! Alright! File. Save. Whew, I feel sleepy and you haven't finished your studio plan. Oof. I might be calling it a stream here. Just because I can't stream all night. As much as I would want to. I do have work tomorrow, and I do have to sleep tomorrow. But before I go, let me try something real quick. Just to kind of get an idea. I won't keep this, but I kind of want an idea of something. Where's she at? There she is. Okay. Body color copy. This time I locked the layer, so the shadows should be a lot easier now. Yeah, so the shadows will look... Oops. That's not right. Ah! I'm gonna have to start using the history tab a lot more now. I guess we'll use this one. Like I said, I'm not keeping this. This is just to kind of get a glimpse of the shade, what it will look like. But I'll do something completely, like I'll make it better. Yeah, but you can kind of you get the idea. You get the idea of what I'm going for, what it'll eventually be. Looks great, yeah, thanks. Time to watch The Great Pretender. It is indeed. Let's do that. Whoops. Do that. You get the idea. You can see where this is going. You can see where this is going. Let's actually, before I end, see what it looks like with the glow now. A little cooler. Can I make the glow? Can I make it better? Come on. Move. Move. There we go. 54% opacity. There we go. That without glow. That's why I said I didn't really need to make the lightning blue, because when I do that, it would look like that. So that's where we're at so far. That was fun. Will you finish on another stream? I will. I'll probably color in more stuff tonight. Yeah, I'll probably color in more stuff, just because coloring and erasing the color takes a long time. And then the next stream will be shading stuff, and that's what I'll end up doing. But this is what I have so far. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. This has been a blast. I haven't streamed this long in a while. What are we at? What are we at here? 3 hours. In 13 seconds, it'll be 3 hours. Wow. Wow. Wow, yeah, so I'm really excited to see how this is going to look. Like I said, even the shading can be completely different. Like, the shading might not end up looking like that. That's like BBS style shading. Like, it's kind of sloppy, but it's the kind of shading they use. They use like one for the skin tone, one for the shadows, and one if there's any light hitting it. I can go straight up super shading on this, which I might actually end up doing. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed doing this. This is a lot of fun. I'll go ahead and file save one more time just in case I didn't. And then I might end up getting rid of the body color to copy. Yeah, see, you can see the difference between shading and not shading and how that's going to end up looking. And it's going to be really fun. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Next stream, I might do some BBS and then switch to this. We'll see what happens. But yeah, thank you for watching. You guys have a good night.